Hey there everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a super exciting and fun new project I've been working on. As you know, I've become a fan of little worksheets. I am currently working on a bunch of hair color combinations. Originally I was going to do them by color pencil brand, but instead I changed it up and it's now actually by color, hair color. So I'm currently working on browns and I'm doing them in all the pencils I own. That way you don't even have to worry about a conversion kit or a conversion chart. But the point of that also is because not everything converts exactly the same, so it's better that I just give you a starting point. That said, I have also been working on another project of creating color combinations. So here we have Prismacolor green color combinations. This will be in my Ko-fi shop, so you can snag it there. It's free. I always leave a little thing there. If you want to donate, you can donate. I always appreciate that. It just helps support my channel and honestly helps fund the paper to print these. And it also helps fund the Prismas that I'll have to replace because I'm literally just making combos all day. So anything you want to give over is always appreciated. Watching my channel, of course, is appreciated as well, and sharing my content. So, as you can see here, we have a whole sheet short of, because this row here is short only because I wanted to leave a blank row for you to add some of your own. That said, this chart is actually going to grow. So this is kind of like a phase one, wanted to show you where I had gotten started. And as you can see, I have everything from olivey greens to bright greens to more of the turquoisey greens to brownish greens. We've got the cool, we've got the warm, we've got the ones that break the rules of cool and warm. But these are some of my favorites that I've kind of collected over the years. And so I created the chart. I'll scan it and upload it for you guys. You'll download it as a PDF. You are more than welcome to share it, but you must give credit back to me. This is my baby, so keep that in mind. But I will be adding more to this, but also I'll be doing other brands. So let me know in the comments below what brand you would like to see next after Prisma. I'll be making a Prisma Blue, Prisma and all that, and then eventually I'll put them all in one big pack. So if you only have Prisma, you're going to download an entire sheet of Prisma combinations, plus you'll get a blank one. So if you want the packets are also in the Ko-fi shop. Those cost money, but not a lot. It's $1. So just keep that in mind. So anytime you see a packet, that's just because those take a little extra work. But you will get a blank one to add your own as well, or to redo these and practice them, because while they're here for you and you can print them out, you may want to just redo them and see them in person. So right now you have 48 colors, and there will be obviously more once I finish the chart. And then, like I said, once the full packet goes up, I'll just keep updating the listing. So when you see the Prismacolor green combo packet, no, that's the packet that'll just keep growing. So eventually it'll have pages 1, 2, 3, but it'll come with this and a blank, or you can just download the Prismacolor combo sheet for free. So what would we do with these? Well, we obviously, start with the thought of leaves, but you can use these for anything. I've used them from Hannah Lynn hair to goodness knows what, anything. If you just want to use your greens, anything. But I wanted to talk to you about how I come up with color combos, because it's really important to use combos out there to get a feel for it, but you also need to be able to create your own eventually. I highly suggest a color family chart. I use the ones from Color with Claire. She made a bunch of them and they were amazing. But it's a good place to start because you automatically have combos. Like look, in your green, you could take artichoke and then toss in a lime peel and then move your way to chartreuse and you just made a 3-color blend. I would start with 3s and then work your way up because some of these you will see are as simple as 3 while others are a lot more than 3. This one's what, 7? 6? I don't know. When it gets to hair color combos, I get a little crazier, but start that way, right? And then start looking at objects around. For example, one of my inspirations was my pencil case. I was looking at the leaf here and I thought, I like the way there's the browns, the yellows, the greens. That would make a great combo. Adding an orange. Any image will help you come up with that. Which brings me to the next point, because while it's important to start with color families, you need to break away. You can't just do this as a combo. I mean, you can, it's beautiful, but you might want to add something to it. So then you kind of need to look elsewhere. Maybe add a yellow. This is where color theory can come into play quite heavily, and this video is not about color theory. I will do an entire different video on understanding color theory and creating combos off of that using the color wheel. So yeah, keep that one in mind. And in fact, I'm currently working on a color wheel for all of my brands of pencils. I've got so many projects going on, guys, that it's a miracle I keep track or get any of them done, because so many I start and then I'm like, ooh, I gotta get on this. Okay, so that's just kind of a few tidbits there. For the sake of just showing you, I printed out a practice sheet for leaves. This is also on my Ko-fi shop. It's a free download. It'll be kind of similar to the pumpkin situation. When I start creating a monster thing of pumpkins, I believe we had so many pages of orange, blue, green, yellow, pink, purple pumpkins. That became a packet. But right now, if you just want the blank practice sheet, you can get that for free. And what I would do is take one of these combos from here and, you know, color a leaf with it. So I had decided to do something simple. So I was just going to go with PC 908. Oh gosh, my writing, what the heck? PC 912, PC 989. Because while you have a color combo like this, that's not the exact way you put it on the paper. So I thought it would be helpful to kind of show you. So PC 908 is also known as dark green. Normally I would obviously put some brown in here. Let's zoom you in. But right now we are focusing on using the leaf colors. Now this is going to be a very simple blend that I'm going to use here, because I just want to show you how you take these combos and use them, because they're in a row, which is good for practice, but practicality, that's not how you're going to color, right? For example, this leaf one here, or well, I use it for leaves. It has red right in the middle of the combo. If you put it like that on the paper, it would look weird, but this red is meant to kind of like accent. I use it in throughout the leaf, especially fall leaves. So you got to keep that in mind as well when you're considering that. So like the colors give you a starting point, but you still need to lay them down. And also we all color differently. These combos can be used if you like to layer or smoosh, because they are Prisma. You can go ahead and, like, if you don't have Prisma, don't like Prisma, feel free to go like get a conversion chart and go ahead and do that. But not every brand converts exactly the same. And also they don't always blend out the same. So you might find a combo that looks really cool on Prisma. This has happened to me before. That's why I'm putting it out there. You'll find a really cool combo with Prisma and you're like, ooh, I'm going to recreate it with my Lumis. And it doesn't work. Well, it's because the colors just don't blend the same. Some pencils are meant to layer and they build on those layers. And so if you don't build on those layers, you're not going to get the same effect. So that's really important to keep in mind as well when you're using color combos. Consider the type of pencil that was the inspiration, how it's typically used. I'm not saying you have to layer with a polychromos just because everyone says it's a layering pencil. I'm just saying keep it in mind. But if you're using higher end pencils, you've probably gotten enough practice in by now to know how your pencil reacts and how the colors lay down, where you need to kind of feather the color out versus where you don't have to worry about it, and you can just smush it together and say thanks, goodbye. So I leave that to you. All right. And the reason I picked like such a huge cluster of leaves was practice, which I will get more into when fall rolls around and we're doing more leaf type things. But for now, I just wanted something, you know, to give me enough leaves to practice with. But yeah, I probably won't get into leaf specific combos just like I did with the pumpkins till fall or right before fall. So let me know if there's a specific object you would like to see colored that works for spring or even summer. Like, what are you struggling with? What do you want to see combos actually placed down? Because like I said, with my pumpkin one, people found it more helpful to have a pumpkin colored in with the combo so they could see where those colors were actually placed versus just, you know, a list and me swatching out the color combo. So it always helps to have it actually applied on paper. I am working on a full packet of Derwent Inktense color combos, and that will just be one solid packet. I'm actually going to do some more work on that one this weekend because I am feeling Inktense-y. Is that a term? Okay, as you can see, here is the color combo we used, and here it is in application. See what I mean? And it also depends on how much you put down. Like when we swatched this, there's a ton of 908, but there's not, you know, like it's all even basically. But here I use less of 912, so that's why I don't see it as much. And I use more of 989 as I built up my color. Now you can vary it out and do this a few different ways, but this is just to give you an idea of how it's going to look, because that's what's important, right? You need to see it practically applied somewhere. I love using these for Hannah Lynn hair. It's one of my favorites, so keep that in mind. In fact, this one combined with PC 901, which is another combo I could sit and create. But like I said, I have a ton of combos I'm creating still for Prisma. So either way, it works. But I thought this was a fun little project. So I'm going to keep working on green combos and just add and add to the stack. So remember, you can grab your green combos on my Ko-fi, and there's several different ways to do it. And again, I hope this helps. Let me know if there's a specific color you'd like to see next, purples, pinks, what have you. Like I said, I am working on a full Derwent Inktense package right now. But honestly, I think it's fun to give everyone a starting point when it comes to color combinations. And these are my biggest go-tos. You'll always see me break these out if you watch enough. You'll notice a repeat. You'll be like, hey, I've seen that combo before. Well, that's because these are in my little bullet journals. And I'm like, wow, I've used that combo like 18 times in 2 months. So, stuff like that. All right, well, thanks for another quick video. I hope this helped. Leave comments below for any other color combos you'd like to see, including specific pencil brands. And I am just gonna keep plugging along by brand and by color. And eventually, sometime, maybe this year, we'll have a full booklet of nothing but Prisma greens, or sorry, Prisma colors in general, like all Prisma. And then we'll have a little booklet where I just actually do all greens, all reds, just to make it fun. I might even just make a mega book. Oh my gosh, that thing would be huge though. Considering all the brands out there that I have, it'd probably be like that thick if I did every single color and brand in one booklet. But it would be really cool. I'm gonna do it. It'll take me forever, but it's on the list now. So yeah, all right, let me know on this, what would you like some worksheets for spring and fall? And until next time, take care. Bye now.